Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm pleased to be joined up here by Adam Gilbertson, Vice President of RDO Equipment. Thank you for being here. Jake Fitzsimmons, manager of this RDO shop. Jared McGinnis, Ag Division Manager for the John Deere Company. Brad Griffin, Executive Director of the Montana Equipment Dealers Association. Tony Marlowe, President of Agriculture for C&B Operations, and many other small business leaders throughout the Flathead Valley. These folks up here are the job creators, the innovators, and the risk takers. You all invest in our community to create greater opportunities for Montanans. Thank you. I'm also honored to be joined by some of our friends in the legislature, Representative John Fuller, Representative Braxton Bishop, Representative Frank Garner, and Representative Lou Jones, who also is here on behalf of Frontline Ag. Thanks for your service and for your partnership. We have a little more work to do. Working together in the last legislative session, we laid out, pursued, and fulfilled our ambitious shared agenda. And working together, we delivered Montanans one of the largest tax cuts in the history of the state. And working together, we will accomplish even more for the people of Montana in 2023. I campaigned on two simple promises. First, to create more good-paying jobs, and secondly, to protect the Montana way of life. That remains our focus coming into this next legislative session. And perhaps the worst kept secret in the state, here it comes. We're going to cut taxes again. Ultimately, this isn't the government's money. It's the money of hardworking Montanans who earned it. We're committed to putting this money back into their pockets through permanent, long-term tax relief. And we're here today to share one way we plan to do exactly that. Behind me, we have some state-of-the-art equipment. This tractor is used by farmers to plow their fields and plant crops. This excavator is operated to dig ditches, holes, and foundations for new buildings. But for too long, owning this equipment has been a tax burden for them. That's because Montana taxes equipment owned by businesses not once, but each and every year just for the privilege of owning it. The result is a disincentive to invest in equipment like this and a disincentive to invest in Montana jobs. And it's not just ag and construction folks that pay these annual taxes on all the equipment they own every single year. It's our high-tech leaders modernizing the economy. It's our local brewers making made in Montana beer. That's the ultimate value-added ag product. And it's also our manufacturers. That's why on day 3 of our administration, we announced plans to reform the business equipment tax in Montana, and we did. In the 2021 session, we eliminated the tax for any business with less than $300,000 worth of equipment. This removed thousands of Montana businesses, farms, and ranches from the business equipment tax rolls completely and gave a tax break to all Montana businesses. And we're able to do it without any loss of revenue to local municipalities. I often say that better is always possible, and that's our goal in 2023. We plan to reform the business equipment tax even further for the benefit of Montana businesses and Montanans. Equipment dealers in Montana know a thing or two about how this tax helps support Montana businesses, and I'd like them to invite them here to speak. Brad, would you want to say a few words?
Good afternoon. My name is Brad Griffin, and I'm the Managing Director of the Montana Equipment Dealers Association. We are gathered here in the Flathead this week for our 113th annual conference. We're proud to be here today to support Governor Dan Forte's proposal to raise the exemption for personal property taxes
I'd like to invite Adam Gilbertson with RDO Equipment to say a few words.
Good afternoon. I'm Adam Gilbertson, Vice President of RDO Equipment here in Montana. Sitting today as the President of the Association, and we've been really excited about this announcement. It is hard for business owners, the growers and the builders of the economy here in Montana, to take the risk and really invest in their businesses in the environment of inflation and the ever escalating costs we're seeing. Finding a way to send some money back to those business owners for the businesses, the tax is going to help us continue to grow Montana. And we're really excited to see this happen in this session. So thank you.
So I'll close my comments with this. For too long, Montana hasn't been living up to our full and outstanding potential. We've seen jobs and opportunities grow in other states when they haven't grown as quickly here. Over the past 21 months, we've changed that. We've created better opportunities here and made Montana more competitive. Montana is now the 7th fastest growing economy in the country with more jobs and better wages. But we can still do better. With Montanans at the front of our mind, we'll continue working to create better opportunities for you, just as I promised on day one. And I look forward to what we can accomplish together. And with that, I'd be happy to open it up for questions. Who's first? Yes.
Well, you said Montana is number 7 for the economy. Doing more build, passing more things like you're doing for. Do you hope to see us maybe climb to 6, 5, 4? I mean, what is your end goal? Do you have a plan on stopping?
Well, as I said in my comments, I think better is always possible. There are clear things we can do to remove the friction between the state government and businesses, just like the business equipment tax. So we'll keep running our 3 to 5 yard plays and moving the ball down the field. Yes, sir.
Big hurdle for businesses is recruitment right now. The Housing Task Force gave you their first version of the plan. Have you looked at it? You seem to be like it.
Yeah, so I have seen a preliminary draft of the work that the Housing Task Force has looked at. There is real meat in there. They broke it into 4 categories, and many of them are executable. We'll end up having to work with the legislature to figure out which ones are the right ones for Montana, but they did exactly what I asked them to do, is cast a broad net and come back with a robust set of ideas on how to get more affordable workforce housing into our communities. Great. Thanks for coming out today.